At SXM, we're taking travel and tourism to new heights. Here we boast spacious check-in areas, 10 passport control points, comfortable departure lounges, and an exciting new airport mall. Finally, there's an airport in the Caribbean that takes your travel plans as seriously as you do. Princess Juliana International Airport. The experience will move you.
Welcome to the Late Night Show. Hope everything is okay. Hope everything is all right. I'm your host, Andrew King. Okie dokie kids, what's happening on the lovely island of St. Martin? Today is a special day. The reason why it's a special day is because it is Mother Tongue Day. Now, I would say my first mother tongue is Netherlands, so I'm supposed to be speaking Dutch to you right now and say, hey, hallo, goedenavond. Hoop alles is goed. Welkom. We hebben een goede show voor je vandaag. We gaan natuurlijk altijd lachen. And I can think that's it. Like, that's it. My Dutch gets so horrible because the thing is, the thing is, right? You don't understand. Your man don't understand that when St. Martin just get in your skin, you just start to speak like a St. Martiner, so you know how exactly what to say, you know? You know what's going on. I'm so ashamed. It's Mother Tongue Day. Of course, St. Martiners are celebrating it in very nice unisons. And I must say, I saw 2 videos circulating, and it was nice. Take a look.
Morning, good night, good afternoon. I'm not too sure what time it is when you're watching this, but today is Mother Language Day. Language is at the root of St. Martin's cultural identity. So today, we decided to go around and ask how are you just pronounce certain things in St. Martin English, and what are your favorite slang? There we go. Did you know that today was Mother Language Day?
No.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, I did not know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Wait, you're cleaning your nails for me?
Yeah,
Oh gosh.
Nothing to do, you're fine occupation.
What's your favorite St. Martin slang? Something you just say every day in St. Martin English.
Yes, I couldn't know.
What are you saying?
What you doing, Tim? What you doing? Where you going?
What I be? Every day?
Yeah,
That's what you're talking about?
yeah.
Every day?
Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Others use a lot of tea, so and you know
Tinda,
that tea that.
Tishion.
No, every day. Every day.
Okay, how you would say, who he parents be?
But who you belongs to, buddy?
Who you for?
Who nigga your master?
Who you for?
We for?
Yeah.
A woman down the road.
And who he for?
Some lady passing walking.
How you would say, you're too curious in St. Martin English?
You're too fast.
You're a real man. You're too curious, I will say. Others say I like too much melee.
But you think you could teach me something in St. Martin English?
Go down on the base to book a passage. Passage is a ticket.
We got a golden ticket in we hands right now. Let me take out the golden ticket because Cherry gave me something there. Do you know what it means? You gotta go to the base to book a passage.
You gotta go to the base to book a passage.
Yeah.
That sounds like I need to go to the private room in the house.
Back then, they used to say that for somebody to go buy the plane ticket on the airport.
Okay.
Because the airport used to be named the base. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This Mikototo has come to an end, so I'm about to pass the mic to the directrice of the cultural department of the collectivity de St. Martin. But first, I want to ask her what's her favorite St. Martin slang?
Don't humbug me.
Don't humbug she.
Don't humbug me. I just want to wish the entire population a happy International Mother Language Day. Remember, it's our culture. Let's preserve our mother tongue.
How they good day. Let me tell all of my St. Martin people something. On February the 21st, all of us gonna speak St. Martin English. And you know what? We got to preserve the mother tongue and be proud of it. It's the identity. UNESCO declared the International Mother's Language Day on the 21st of February. So the culture department decided to share the culture with the young ones, yes.
Chun, how you da say I am going to Malgon St. Martin English again?
I'm going Margot? But Amadine, how you da saying St. Martin twang? What time it is?
Well, Gertrude, I remember donkey years ago, my grandmother used to say, what o'clock it is? But nowadays, we da say, what time to be, what time to is, or even, what time you got?
Hot tongue, you better start tying up your racing now. Because then we gonna laugh till we belly bust today. Let me give you a little story from back in the days. My grandmother sent me by Mam Shal to buy a bottle of kerosene. But Mr. Dick was so drunk, instead of he putting kerosene in the bottle, he filled the bottle of rum. When I reached home, my grandmother was so vexed. She abused my tail off and she cut my tail. She said, girl, you ashamed? You can't make a commission? And you ever see me drink rum? From that day, when I see drunken Mr. Dick, I cut my head at him when he watching.
These are the good jokes to celebrate the mother tongue. I like it, I like it. So we want everybody to keep the culture alive.
If I am not any good jokes, share them wrong.
Finish this joke your own way. One day Mr. Felix far along in Maragot drunk like a bat. Next thing you know, Happy Mother Language Day to all.
And all.
So don't be ashamed. I know most of the time the tourists them just ask, but what are you talking? What kind of language are you speaking? What that is? And you just have to say St. Martin English. I think we need to at least recognize St. Martin English, like how in Curacao they recognize Papamento. We should recognize St. Martin's English because it's an actual way of life. It's an actual way of speaking. It's a way of communicating. And most of the time, you get so used to the language that you don't even notice that you're speaking St. Martin English. And when you think about it, it's only when you think about it when you notice it, because it just rolls off the tongue, and you should get so used to it that you understand when somebody's speaking it. And also, when you want to speak it, that's when you try very hard. But otherwise, to that, it is just. Now, it make any sense? It'll just roll off the tongue, or it rolls off the tongue. But we just put dust in front of everything. It's like the craziest thing. You see, what man does do, right? What? What man does do? What man does do? What? No, we just make sure we do the thing right, you know. So we just do the thing and we just go down the road and we just check a scene, you know. What scene? Wait, repeat what you say. Write it down. How do you spell that? And then you read it and then you just go like, whoa, okay, that's a really like broke up English. But you gotta love it. That is what St. Martin is about. And there is almost the Dutch side lingo, and then there's the French side. The French side is more deep, you know? And it's close to the Anguilla English, kind of close. But St. Martin is still distinct. Okay, what else is happening in St. Martin? Of course, Dr. Luc Mercelina, the informateur, or I should say the formateur, is busy and he is ready for the 2x4 to take office. Now, the screening is already in play, so that's a good thing, that's a great thing. And from what I'm hearing, Dr. Luc Mercelina has passed the screening. Congratulations, Doc. When I heard that, I was like, really? He passed? Interesting. So, of course, I think they're looking for more ministers, candidates to pass. I should say, get a positive advice. I should stop saying pass. And then, based on that, the governor will then swear in these good people that get a positive advice. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that Richenel Bruch should dust off his suit because we're moving on up, going straight to Parliament to represent the wonderful URSM party. That was sarcasm, by the way. So get ready for that. Hopefully, the more of the candidates will get positive advice. Some will get negative, of course, because they're under investigation, but they give the name up for minister. I don't understand. All right. Now, Carnival is coming up. I did send a request to the SCDF asking for, to send a representative to talk to me. And because they are, like to ignore me most of the time. Probably Alston Lawrence, again, his hating ass out there, bad talking me as usual because he has nothing else to do with his life but being an asshole by just, bad talking for no reason. So, Alston Lawrence, come on the show so we can talk about Carnival. Maybe you could be a professional for once because maybe because you was never a professional before. That's why I'm saying for once. Be a professional, or at least act like it, and come on the show so we could talk about Carnival 2024. Or unless you have to ask Skelet permission. Oh no, not Skelet, sorry. That's a other organization that's better than Carnival, which you're a part of, which you're destroying. In any case, I did send an email, a very nice email to SCDF asking for Alston to come, or any representative that can come and form a sentence. So I didn't get an answer. I guess they're scared. Yeah. That's my rant on SCDF. So, hey, we're here. Come on down. Let's talk Carnival. Okay? On another note, let's talk representation abroad, and St. Martin always dropping the ball when it comes to that. I know. First of all, congratulations to Miss Tatiana Ellis for once again representing St. Martin abroad and actually doing amazing by finishing first.
And we have a full field of 10 here in Heat 4. Russo in lane 4 and Bangladesh through Qatar in 5.
Yeah, Russo off to a quick start as is Illis there in lane 3, just above those yellow lanes. You can see her sitting up nice and high in the water, but the challenges are coming with Russo just next to her, and also Dlamini moving through in lane number 2. So this one's going to be tight. You can see the speed is on here in heat number 4. It might be Russo at the finish, no, getting touched out by Taffy Illis. Under 30 seconds as well. She's very happy with that performance. A full second under her entry time, 29.24 the winning time.
The winner from St. Martin, Taffy Illis. Not too many swimmers representing St. Martin here.
Yeah, really close at the wall there, you can see. I think those long limbs always helps when it's a tight touch. That margin there, 9/100ths of a second.
Just a close finish here in Heat 4. But Illis take it out from Russo.
How many swim-offs will we have?
Now, let's not downplay the situation because it is ridiculous that she had to make a GoFundMe in order to get support to go to represent St. Martin abroad. Only in St. Martin. That happens when you have, young persons or older persons who want to represent the country but does not get the necessary support. And we get to blame the government, we get to blame the person who's in charge of sports, which is, of course, the Minister of Nothing, Rudolph Samuel. And how much time do we have to go through this scenario? We have talented young persons. The parents end up investing in their child, right? Or children. After that, they get so good, great, that the person would have to leave St. Martin in order to be recognized, and only when they're recognized or they outperform or they perform is when St. Martin goes like, that's one of ours, that's one of ours, St. Martin to the world, we love you. If they don't perform well, what an embarrassment. What an embarrassment. We need to do more for our young people. We need to represent. We need to do this and we need to do that. If a Johnny come lately or somebody who's not from St. Martin goes, why isn't St. Martin doing it? It's like it's so hard to please St. Martin that people end up leaving St. Martin because they ain't up for the bullshit. We talk a good talk. We say, hey, what we should do is we need to make sure we get homegrown athletes, and we need to mold them and make sure, get them ready for the world stage, and then they go on the world stage. But we don't support them. I don't get it. Make it make sense. And yet we complain over and over that it's sports tourism and we don't have it and we don't have the talent. But we do, it's just that we don't cherish it, we don't promote it, we just have it there. You like sports? Perform in St. Martin till you can't perform no more. Go off island, make it, and then they're one of ours. Then we proud. Like, and it needs to start from home. It needs to start in St. Martin. If it doesn't start in St. Martin, we can just continue to bitch about it like I'm bitching about it now, because this is, I feel like a rant I said like 5 years ago, and it's still the same thing up to this day. Right? Where do we begin? The schools. Very simple, the schools. How much primary schools we have? And then based on the primary schools we have, based on the organizations that's doing an amazing job with next to nothing, raising and supervising these youngsters and the parents, of course, taking the time, investing in their children. Meanwhile, government continues to drag its feet. We have an organization that's also supposed to be over this type of thing when it comes to representing abroad. It ain't working. How long are you going to take before you notice it ain't working? And if we don't know, inform us. Tell us what's the problem. Tell us how we can make it better. But for us to continue dragging our feet while you have youngsters who have ambition to do swimming, karate, judo, biking, you name it. You name it, they have it here. Casey Carty, perfect example. Whew. Top world cricketer. What do we do? When you come to St. Martin, for example, you land by the airport, you come out. Why they don't have a big-ass billboard of these people? And it's just simple things. We did it for elections. We make massive posters for elections. We found the money for it. And these are individuals and parties that found the money for it. From those same corporate sponsors that saying that they don't have any money. So why it is we can't slap on a logo from one of the companies, get a big-ass poster, put it at the airport, put it on airport road, thank you for coming, the big like, something, somewhere. The French side did it differently with the murals all over the place. That was amazing. But what is the Dutch side doing? And it's simple little things, even up to the boardwalk. You see the boardwalk? Make an area. Let's have our own Hall of Fames. Let's have our own stars. Like, it's not that hard. There's so much ideas you can, anywhere where the tourists come, have something with our local heroes, our local icons, just so that we don't forget and just so that they can feel that there's something to work towards. But if we continue to drag our feet when it comes to culture, when it comes to sports, when it comes to entertainment, it's just gonna be that, oh yeah, yeah, he could run, she could swim. Yeah, she was good. And we ain't doing nothing about it. Anyway, enough rant for today. Welcome to the Late Night Show. We have a good one for you. Let's begin.
Hi, Mom. How are you?
Hi, darling. I'm fine. Just calling to say hi.
Oh, okay. We got over here.
Girl, I hear watching this movie and it.
But, Mom, you finished all your minutes yet?
No, girl. Talem has new postpaid plans and automatically upgraded my postpaid package.
Is that so?
Guess what? I am getting more minutes and almost double the amount of data for the same price.
I guess I'm making a switch now.
Let me call you back, Mom.
Hey, Tash, you have tell him new postpaid plans?
Time for your flashback. And we have a good one for you today. Yeah.
Flashback.
Of Education, Culture, Youth and Sport, Program Samuel, of course, the opening of 2 parks in one day. Big achievement, Minister. Why now?
Why now?
Yeah.
It is not why now. Remember, every project that comes out for the ground had to have a preparation stage and then the execution for it to finish. So this was in the preparation, and we have now completed it, and now we have been offering it to the people. And I don't know, understand where the why now, and I will indicate to you that there are many projects that were being prepared are coming to fruition. So when you see them happen now, you will say, well, they are coming to fruition, and that is why they're being done now.
As far as the reaction from the public, you see that the persons are coming out. They're very happy to at least have some activity in Phillipsburg. The Department of Sport took the initiative as far as the location is concerned, or was it something that the ministry thought that it would have been a good location for?
What the vision is to an open space, public open spaces at sports. And that is why you would see in Belvedere, we started with adding playground for the kids. And at that location, we also add part of the calisthenics. We did the same thing in Cahill. And right now, we are looking for a public space over the hill in order to add also a park over there and probably public volleyball. Then I believe a good area for us to go would be the St. Peter's area. So the concept is wherever we have open space where a lot of people traverse, which is public most naturally, we will try to include sports so that persons can go over to a more healthier life by exercising and keeping themselves fit.
Now, of course, they say that this is too small, usually because of the amount of people that like, for example, volleyball and exercising. Is there space to expand, or is it maybe a plan to maybe do another one down the road?
Well, that is what I just explained. The idea is to do one over the hill.
Over the hill, okay.
Over the hill.
Okay.
So you see there is a public preferred area where persons are walking in the afternoon, like by the causeway. That would be a nice area if we can get a space over there to do one of these. In Belvedere, like I explained, we always have persons exercising and walking over there. That would be wonderful, and that is the concept.
Corporate sponsorship together with government, so it's not only government that contributed to this?
No, because it is always good to have a public-private partnership if it can. And in this one, it was good that Marcos also contributed and the Port of St. Martin contributed. And the government of St. Martin contributed by the land, and the Ministry of Education for State Schools, we did equipment. So it's a good partnership. Good brains coming together. Yeah? Thank you.
How are you doing, sir?
We are in the busy period, but we are doing okay.
Now, of course, you are, well, the police is working on an action. at least letting people know what's happening as far as the parking is concerned. I know this has been an issue for quite some time.
Yeah, it's been reported several times by us in the press about the situation and the parking in Phillipsburg in general, but on Front Street and the boardwalk as our principal problem. And the main issue we are being caught up with, that it's turning such a headache and it's nearly being uncontrollable. And our main point is that we, sooner or later, we spoke about it enough, and now it's time most likely we're going over to action. So this is one of those days that we're going to have this talk, and with seeing the situation, you're going to understand what the idea is and what we're going to plan to do in the following couple weeks.
Now, of course, you always get the, they have no parking, where you want me to park? You have no space. You get that all the time.
And you know what's funny about life? Anywhere else in the world you go, you have to park 5, 50, 100, maybe sometimes 500 meters away just to get where you're going. I know we have this, I call it a bad habit, that we want to park literally where we want to go, in front of the store. And if it leaves to us, we would go in the store with a car or the vehicle itself.
Yeah, of course.
So,
but that's the thing, I think maybe we get spoiled over the years, because I'm sure that it's been a long time. That person always, look for parking elsewhere and so on. So what's going to be the consequence?
Yeah, let's talk about the parking and location in particular. There are certain places whereby in Phillipsburg, there's parking, paid parking,
like this?
In the government parking lot. And these are the issues we're dealing with daily. This is what I mean. This hinders a lot of the free flow of traffic. Imagine at the moment that the fire department has to pass in here, and the consequences of having this car blocking this part of the road at the moment.
Yeah, and then also I see there's
the van. So we're asking these persons. I know it's convenient, but these are the issues we have been speaking about over the last year.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay, so that's back street.
That's back street.
Now going through the alley.
And remember, Front Street is as the Dutch in algemene stopverbod, is a no parking stopping area.
Oh yeah?
It is.
It's news to me.
There's certain places, it's always been, there's certain places that you're allowed to drop off and pick up persons. That's always possible. But Front Street is a no parking area.
Okay.
There are certain persons who have private parking locations, but all of these are designated.
Okay. So let's say, for example, in this alley, going through back street, going on to Front Street, there's a vehicle there.
There's a vehicle.
So is that supposed to be there?
According to me, legally, it shouldn't be there unless they have on having access card, a permit.
Perfect.
So again, they should have a permit. I'm not sure if they do, but officially, if they don't have a permit, they shouldn't be here. This is a fire hazard. You understand? If anything in this alley is on fire, how would you get in here now?
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. Yeah.
They're blocking the entrance.
Okay.
We're on famous Front Street.
And
let's go down first. I think that's most of the area. We want to go down here.
All right.
And again, today part of the road is closed, so you don't see it as much.
What about here?
There are certain places that are places you are legally to put your vehicle. But most of these places are mostly for deliveries also.
Oh.
So you could come here, park your van, park the truck, do your deliveries, and go. So those are not the biggest headaches we're dealing. We're dealing on those who literally on the sidewalk.
On the sidewalk itself. Okay.
I want you to on my phone for take two pictures.
My friends.
Now, of course, during the evening hours is mainly when, persons take a chance.
That's not totally true. During the day, lately, it's hard to take a chance. It's during the day. Again, we get caught up with the fact that the police can't be everywhere. Right? Let's not play the fool. There's priorities, and then there's priorities. The police can't be everywhere every moment, so during certain times, these guys take the chance knowing that the police are busy with other things to just park all over. And even though we speak to them 100 times in different languages, the answer is always, I'm just going there for a minute.
Now, of course, as far as the cones is concerned, like when is this police sports center?
Let me tell you what the joke happened. One thing caused the other.
Yeah.
Due to the fact that so much persons have been parking on the sidewalk, most of the owners of the properties have decided, something to avoid this in front of my store, I'm going to put a cone. So the one causes the other effect.
Oh, so you could imagine when Front Street is full, persons are walking, they think that the cones are, either by public works or by police. No.
It's mostly from the owners of the properties.
Wow, okay. What's up?
So if one thing brings another problem for the other, and bring another reaction from the public.
Yeah, because everybody's going to take the law into their own hands, and that's what we're trying to avoid.
Yeah.
Now, of course, this is the famous courthouse section of Front Street, and also the entrance to the famous boardwalk.
And again, for the taxis, they do cooperate the most of the time, they do. So we don't have much problem with them. There's also an agreement with them when they could come in, when they could move, and when the chain is down, how to deal with that. That's not an issue. But we're talking about most of those who, like, are parked on the side. Again,
okay, so that's...
Imagine this being a fire department have to pass on this alley at the moment.
Okay.
And how difficult it is just having that particular van there in the corner.
Okay. You see, so this is what you mean by, persons doing what they want.
Yeah, for them it's convenient. I understand it's convenience.
Yeah, because it's close to the job over there.
Yeah, I will close wherever they're going.
Yeah. Okay, now, again, people have the tendency of saying, hey, listen, give me 3 seconds, give me 5 seconds.
Give me 5 seconds, I'm just going right there.
I just go in there for a couple of minutes. But of course, that is the problem, that's the main problem. Because everybody does it, it creates a chain effect.
I'm gonna even look at the cones. Remember, these are not cones placed by us.
Okay.
And this is a new phenomenon now that the parking on the sidewalk have brought with it.
Yeah, I see. But wow, I've never really noticed them until now.
You didn't notice, right?
I swear, I thought the police are the ones that...
Oh, no. If you notice, most of them advertise their stores and using that as the main way of stopping the others from parking on the sidewalk.
And of course, the different... because usually parking happens here a lot.
Yes, and that's why these guys, whoever the business is, has gone over to doing this. It's a cause and effect.
All right. Okay, I see it. Now, as far as persons actually being fined for this, is it allowed?
And again, what never define is one of the last options we're using now lately. What we're going to do, most likely, we're going to have a conversation concerning the cones.
Yeah.
The community officer, so that's why I'm waiting on him also to reach. He's going to have a conversation concerning the property owners concerning the cones.
Yeah.
Because you just can't take on your own and just close it off either.
Okay, so most of these cones, they're not supposed to be here.
No, they're not supposed to be. I'm just saying, in not so much words, yes.
Yeah. Okay, also we talked about the alley, and also the destructions that being... like for example, look at there's not a car there.
There's the car in the alleys.
Yeah.
I understand. Now, look at the 2 cars blocking the 2 alleys. You understand? Nobody thinks about the risk if there's a fire in between the alley or to the last building.
Yeah.
How does the emergency service get there?
Yeah.
It sounds easy, but until something happened, then you would understand.
Okay, alrighty. Well, I'm pretty surprised.
Yeah, but again, if you never take the time and look at it, you would understand.
Yeah.
I understand most likely this is one of the owners them. He used most likely the sidewalk as his private parking.
Yeah, but you can't do that because this is again.
This is a public walkway. What we have noticed now, because of these tendencies, it forces most of the tourists to walk on the road.
Yeah. While cars also traffic is ongoing traffic all the time, and that's why you said that it's supposed to be only for ongoing traffic.
Ongoing traffic.
Actually, when you look at it, the cones make this place really look like bad.
It's something that just happened lately, and again, like I said, cause and effect. The owners don't want them parking in front of the store.
Yeah.
But so to avoid that, they start with the cone project, as I call it.
Wow. Okay. And also, you have some stores that are closed. So right in front of the stores that are closed, people tend to also park in front of that store.
In front of the store.
Also, that's not allowed.
Again, Front Street is no parking area with exceptions. There are exception locations that you can.
Okay.
But on the sidewalk is always a no-no. Let's start there.
Yeah. Like here, for example.
Here still, I think this was the old part of Seaview Hotel. I know this part was like the other hotels has a part where you could park. You could have just, but again, as usual, to drop off and pick up someone. That's where the taxis them use.
Yeah.
They use the corner to avoid stopping the free flow of traffic.
I see. And then what about the parking signs?
There are some signs around, but let's be specific. This is Romi's task always to replace them. The police have to just show where the signs have to go.
Yeah.
The police do not put up signs. Let's get that specific.
Okay, police does not put up signs. Romi
puts up the sign. We give advice where the sign should go.
All right. What about this car? This car is...
Again, the car, if you look at the sidewalk is clearly marked. The part of the sidewalk is where the contest where you'll be able to park. Even the road shows you how.
Okay.
If you notice, this is how, especially for the way the hotel was, so the clients could stop on the side, leave them out in the pass. That was the idea behind it.
Behind it, yeah. But now it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Because look, the same way you have tourists walking on the road, while here...
Well, it had to be part of they could have passed.
They could have passed, yeah. Okay.
And we're going to go on this side of the road because these are the main issues we are having.
Yes?
These are the main issues.
Okay.
This is totally the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And now what it forces them closer to the shop or on the road?
Both. But more on the road.
More on the road.
Yeah. So this is what you mean by...
This is what I totally mean by using the sidewalk as your own private parking space.
Yeah. Okay.
As we go down a little further, you're going to see it only gets more complicated as we go. We're not going to go too far down, but it's just it's just for you to see the idea that what effect it has.
And the cones.
And again, as one person see the cones, they're going to do the same thing going all the way down.
Yeah. It cause the chain.
Cause and effect.
No, this is what I mean, where this business is closed, for example, and then you have a ban there. So, yeah.
The question is, where is he? On the sidewalk.
On the sidewalk. Yeah.
It's literally on the sidewalk.
What's up, my brother?
How you doing, sir? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We good. So we forcing. Guess now if there's a car here, a car vehicle there, where does the person who walks have to go?
On the road. And yeah, this is straight in front of the church. Oh my God, 4 cars. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you see...
Not even on the church. My point of view is it's on the sidewalk, people. It's on the sidewalk.
And it's not for a couple seconds.
As you could notice, these persons most likely are working or waiting for someone somewhere.
Yeah.
If you a couple of seconds, someone would be in the car waiting.
Yeah. And again, this is on the sidewalk.
Totally on the sidewalk.
Yes, on the sidewalk.
And now I'm enforcing me where I have to go now.
Yeah, on the road. All right.
But it's a concept of trying to get the public to understand it has its hazards. Huh?
Yeah.
It comes with its hazards.
Yes, and it does. I mean, just take a look at
and what it costs.
Yeah, everybody just have to walk. And this is what, after 12 o'clock? What time is it?
And today it's good, and it's good still compared to the normally.
Really?
Yes, it is, because most of the time now that the cones are there, it forces the cars to keep ahead driving.
Oh.
This time of the day, with this amount of tourists, this whole road would be full with cars, all the way up.
Okay, so what do you want the public to do?
Again, we want to cooperate. We're asking again. We've been asking for the longest a while to assist us in not doing this. This has effects on the emergency service if something happened. And it has a bad view for Phillipsburg.
Yeah.
The question going to be, yeah, but where you want me to park? The $1,000 question, eh?
Yeah.
There are options if you want to walk, because you can't park by telling parking lot.
Yeah.
It costs you nothing.
Yeah.
Or you go to the paid parking lot, or there's free parking lot on the back of on the Nisbet Road.
Yeah, and the post office also.
Post office parking lot.
Yeah.
So there are possibilities, but the question is, do you want to?
Yeah. I see what you mean. Now, of course, the going into, well, we are in the busy season, so it means that this doesn't help.
This just makes our job a little more complicated. And with that being said, we have reached nearly the end of our rope. We have been tired of talking and conversating and explaining. Sooner or later, you're going to reach a point whereby you have to do something about it. And you can consider it a warning, you can consider it a fact, but we are going to take care of this problem sooner or later.
Yeah.
Our conversation a while ago, most of us don't want the cars on Front Street as long as it's not our car.
Correct.
They don't want the police talking about our car, anybody else's car.
Everybody else, yeah, correct.
Not my own.
Yeah. But and that causes again a trickle effect, because at the end of the day, it becomes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just count 6 cars.
6 cars. And the question is, if I find this particular person, guess what the first question is going to be? Why me?
Why me and
not they?
Yeah, why not me? Yeah, okay.
We're trying to dumb down the risk of scooters in and out of Phillipsburg because of the robberies we had down Maho in those places. So in the next coming weeks, for sure also, any scooter that comes into Phillipsburg would be tackled there. We're going to try to stop and control.
Okay.
As long as the possibility is there, we're going to stop and control. Again, today is a good day. I don't see much vehicles on the boardwalk, but normally this also is one of the places that we get a lot of headaches with during normal operations, whereby people come on the boardwalk. We understand that you have to do deliveries. My advice is always coordinate this with a community officer. I know the businesses have to go ahead and make their turnover, but if you coordinate this could be easily fixed, that everybody don't have to be on the boardwalk every 15-20 minutes.
Yeah.
Boardwalk has this main issue whereby if there's a tourist area, if someone is not being observant, they can be struck by one of these vehicles that uses the boardwalk as their place to get the driveway.
But I mean, police have been monitoring this for quite some time, and what really made you step up the action now to actually let people know that they should stop these type of practices, because they know it's wrong. Well, I would hope so, that they know that because if you have a vehicle, that means you went to drive-in school, and I'm sure they told you about the rules. Is this also part of the second-hand vehicle park there?
Again, I see that busy with the construction.
Yeah.
If you're going to park here, most likely he's going to need a permit also as normally. So most of the time, that's also regulated.
Okay.
But at the end of the story, it's mostly those who come, drive, park, as if this is their own personal parking space.
Okay. Now, of course, the CDB said of the action.
Yeah, let's talk about the action a little bit.
Let's talk about that.
the different divisions have come up with a plan for the next coming weeks, and that's why we're asking again to avoid the long faces, the anger, and the discussions. We are asking most of those who are coming to Phillipsburg to use the legal parking spaces.
Yeah.
I'm specifically seeing on the legal parking spaces.
Emphasis on legal.
Illegal.
Yeah.
The sidewalks, the alleys are not the legal parking spaces.
Yeah.
They just hinder giving the community officer and the police only more extra headaches that they don't need. And it is a safety issue. They don't see it. They say it as a convenient issue, but it is a safety issue.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, look, we had different examples whereby they had vehicles blocking entrances where, you know, if there's a fire breakout or ambulance has to come, or even police has to respond to something, they can't even go into the...
Can't go through the alleys.
The alleys. And that connects everything.
And it is, like I said again, it has a reaction because the shop owners, the business owners are going to do something else to combat that effect of having their businesses blocked by vehicles.
Yeah. No, I can't imagine that, you know, persons would be driving on the boardwalk.
You would be amazed.
During the day.
You would be amazed.
I mean, at night, you know, I see, you know, some people take a chance because, you know, the way it's connected, you don't have any boulders, you know, stopping you.
Mm-hmm.
So you just take the chance. But that it happens?
There was, it was decided in certain locations where you could have come onto the boardwalk where there was no signage. Specifically, that was one of the places we decided, you know something, at the beginning at the small pier in the beginning, not to have to put signs there telling them, listen, you can't go in there to come on the boardwalk. Guess what? What's the use of having a sign and no one really thinks it's not? What value does it have?
Yeah.
And the question gonna be, yeah, but where your police? What are you doing about it?
Yeah.
We can't be all over.
It can't be all over. And you know, sometimes you need citizens to be responsible.
And this is for asking for the responsibility. Be the good corporate citizen.
Yeah.
It's all about that alone.
Yeah.
The police are not there to go find no one. Believe me, that's not our first choice.
Yeah.
We prefer that let's conversate about this. Let's have a talk about this. Let's explain why we shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah. And
it's a carrot and the stick, eh? The stick is the last thing you want to always use.
Yeah. But you know, once they notice that there's no consequences.
The consequences,
you
yeah.
know, people take chances, and I guess that's where it falls.
And the consequences is not the issue. The issue is mostly where the blast back to get to the police, when the police stop in particular, me or you.
Yeah.
As long as not me. Do your job as long as that's not me.
You know, that's a good slogan. I think the police should use that.
Home priority by a square miss. Okay?
Yeah. Making deliveries. Yeah.
And we ask them also concerning these times, please coordinate it with the community officer, he's on his way now, to avoid them coming doing deliveries in the peak hours.
Yeah. This is peak hours.
This is peak hours.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know, of course, you know, like you say, the police can't be everywhere.
Can't be everywhere. Again, this is the community officer of Phillipsburg. Mr. Martes, welcome.
Steph, how are you doing?
I'm good. Andrew?
Andrew, how are you doing?
We were just conversating about the situation in the front street, about the parking in particular, about the new phenomenon with the cones.
Yeah,
you noticed that too?
Yeah.
The one caused the other effect.
We didn't even know that. Yeah.
The store owners also want to put on the cone stuff, right? For them to park in front of the stores, you know, to disturb them for the flyers and to walk past them. So that's the situation actually in time. Also, we have a situation with deliveries, where the guys didn't come any hours at a time, parking on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
To deliver and stuff, you know. Basically, and that we make an agreement with them between 8 to 10 o'clock in the morning. They could delivery, I go leave them park, delivery. A park, you have to park in the parking space, yes. Delivery the stuff, and after that time, once we have 4 ships in town, 4 and up, we close Phillipsburg for those guys, just for the tourism to use. Yes.
Yeah. But it doesn't help also though that they have cars on the side of the vehicle because they come early and they park and they leave after.
Yeah, the most of the time when we see a car just is disturbing the free flow.
Yeah.
We check the number plate, we send it to the central, see if we can run it up, see who's the owner. The owner call, tell the owner, please come remove the vehicle.
Yeah.
We get through the situation with it,
Yeah.
So that we try to use the least drastic measures first.
So far. Yeah.
The least.
Yeah.
But then again, sooner or later, you reach the end of the rope, and we're about to reach the end of the rope, and we're about to tackle this. A little forceful, showing them that we have to do this.
Yeah.
Because right now it seems that we don't have no control, and that is something community officers dealing with, communications dealing with, the police force is dealing with at the moment. I keep ahead repeating myself. Be a good corporate citizen. Let's get rid of this problem. If you don't need to be in Phillipsburg, then don't come. If you're coming, use the legal parking space that is designed for. Again, try to tell you to move the cones, you got a cause and effect to buy. Now you're going to get the fellas to come and park on the sidewalk again.
Move the cones up and see them. That's what that was security. You know, there's also the security. Part of them have their phone number. When something happens, they go call them. That's what the security is set up. So you like the security breaks in. What's talking? Just tell them, look, sir, you can't park. I think we'll just be really good. Como we go on the day, you can take your one of the story here when we go. And so you know, it's all right. So are you good? Anyone? You can go inside.
Come on, let's go.
We can come inside in a while.
We're going here? A minute?
Yep. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We good. We are just on a small news press concerning Front Street in particular, myself as a communication director and the community officer, with the parking situation that is a disaster on the sidewalk. So that is what we're really dealing with the press now at the moment, trying to tell the population that we need to get this problem solved.
The parking is one, but if you look at the street, for elderly people, they're gonna trip. They're constantly, it's very uneven. You see the cobblestone. That needs to be addressed because on a daily basis, people are tripping.
Yes. So, but again, the issue is the cars that are on sidewalk forces the people on the road, and that's our main plight at the moment.
Yeah. So that needs to get addressed big time.
Yes.
But the bollards that we used to have were a great option.
Were a great option, but they decided to change it, so it was something that we're also dealing with at the moment.
Bollards would have been a great option.
Been a great option.
Yeah.
Thanks again, eh?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
It's been enlightening, and I hope that the public pay attention and also refrain from. As we speak, look, there's a car right here.
Yeah. It is an issue that you try to deal with, and you know what's going to happen tomorrow. Somebody's going to put a cone there.
Yeah, and then it causes the ripple effect.
Yeah, ripple effect.
Yeah. Park where you're supposed to park, people.